It's a Gundam!
Oh, okay. Hello, my fellow engineers. Man, I need this coffee because this has been a hell of a week, and I do mean that. Like, I've been doing a lot of reading, a lot of research, a lot of news came out this week, especially like this week. You know, a lot of game companies, they released their sales now. There's a lot going on right now with Sunrise, and also a new Gundam game that's coming out. So we have a lot to talk about. So this is your host, Freedom, and well, right now we don't have Teve on here, but yeah, it's not much. But we still have our other host here. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, what's up, CJ over here? I don't know why you always start the episode with like a strong like coffee sucking noise.
Because if an engineer is about to start engineering, they need their coffee, you know. And for me, this is engineering.
I always gotta make sure I'm not on the hub, if you know what I'm saying.
I need somebody to make that kind of video, or I can make it like it'll make that kind of hub noise, and it'll show like a coffee logo with the Zaku's face, or you know, the Gundam Space Engineers logo.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't, I'm sorry, real quick. If you guys haven't noticed, we're also are now on Rumble. So if you guys have your Rumble account, we are Gundam Space Engineer on Rumble. So give us a look. We got all of our videos posted on there as of now. And I'm sorry, CJ, what was you going to say?
I was gonna say we've actually got a like massive amount of actual Gundam stuff to talk about this time.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
a lot of huge news too, like top of the industry news. So
Huge news and
in
sad
for a
news.
doozy. Yeah,
Yeah.
huge news, and I would say more so sad, at least for me and old time watchers. But we'll get into that shortly.
Yeah. So, by the way, guys, we're going to be taking in some questions. So if you guys are more than welcome to come to Discord. If you guys are not, by the way, those are watching, if you guys are not in the Discord's link is in the description box below. Come on and join, and come on to the waiting list. We'd be more than happy to invite you in. We could talk about some topics, some questions, whatever you guys like.
Got a great community in there. Definitely just join that for nothing. Join that if for nothing else.
Oh yeah, especially gaming community as well. You know, we play what Star
Yeah.
Wars Battlefront, or my favorite Space Engineers. Obviously, that's what inspired the name.
Yeah, yeah. Hashtag Warfare 2 update.
Oh yeah, great update by the way.
Ah, dude, I know they added a lot more weapons than I thought they would.
Oh yeah, see, I have a Gelgoon on there. Its main weapon, railgun, automatically.
I've not even played the game since the update, honestly.
Oof,
I haven't even
you
opened
missed
it.
out a lot.
It's been a minute. Yeah, I know. I need to jump on.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about our first topic. We're going to be talking about the Halo nail polish.
This is actually new to me, so I'm going in blind.
All right, so Halo came out with some nail polish, with some corny names like "You Had Me at Halo" and "New Berry." So this is like one of the marketing campaigns where like if you buy like the nail polish, you'll be able to get a skin off of off of Halo Infinite. So like if you buy this nice little purple over there, you get purple. If you buy that red over there, you get red. You get that particular color red. However, there was an error through. I guess there was an error. So apparently that whenever they were people were spending like $40 on this. By the way.
Wow.
So whenever people were going out buying this, they were not getting their Halo skins. Apparently, they were getting Forza skins.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Forza skins.
That seems like a massive logistical error.
I don't know. It's not really so much as logistics. It's who the hell set up the code? Like, is it like a QR code? I don't know. It's nail polish. I'm not into nail polish, but probably my wife is. It's just so. Let me pull up my notes. Basically, what they're saying is that people are receiving their Forza skins rather than Halo skins, and the problem is that.
Sorry.
No. And since, technically under their terms and conditions, they're kind of stuck with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how are they gonna fix that? I mean, if they even do plan to take action, what about the people that don't even have Forza?
Yeah, I don't know either, but the downside is that some of the Halo colors outfits won't be out until the next update in March.
Wow.
Yeah. So this has really been like hitting the player base like hard in a way because the problem is this kind of color, but hey, Forza. Which by the way, I'm not a big Forza guy. I really am not.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Me neither.
It's just racing is not my thing. That's it. There's nothing against Forza. Forza is a beautiful game. Beautiful game.
Graphics are insane.
Yeah, graphics are insane. I just
game.
can't. This is when it comes to racing.
Never had my interest on them. I'm not good at them either. That's probably why I don't like them.
Yeah. Hey, what do you guys think in the comment section? Let us know what you guys' input on here. Will you guys drop $40 on some nail polish for some skins? $40. Think about it. $40 for red, for blue, yellow, pink. $40 per skin, by the way.
Is that how it is per skin?
I
Holy
think
cow.
it's like $40, give or take.
Wow.
Yeah, they gonna goof on this one. I don't know, man. See, I love Halo. T-Von. Man, I wish he was here. Yeah, I just wish like he would be able to come on here and tell us like any more updates going on there. I do know, however, they did lower their prices. Next update, they've been doing good in terms of like the inner community base, but in terms of marketing, obviously it could be like another division that's handling this type of marketing. So this could be more of their error rather than Bungie's error, or the worst. Yeah, WACKYMODDER84 says that's worse than Madden 21's $20 for a green. Yeah. By the way, rest in peace to Madden. By the way, I gotta say that I used to watch some movies and that dude like the Little Giants, and he actually cameoed in there as the coach. So rest in peace, man. Hopefully they don't use that as a nasty tactic. By the way, EA, which I'm pretty sure they will. They're gonna release like, hey, Madden edition this, Madden edition that. They're gonna be milking that.
Oh yeah, all day long.
And see, that's the only thing I don't like about Madden. The thing about Madden will stick with the same assets for the next like 3 years or so. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember, but Madden 20 had some of the 2019 flags in it from the last game. Like, it kept some of the textures from the last game.
I never actually played any of the Madden games. At least to me, it was kind of like playing Forza. I just was never really big into sports.
See, me neither. But it's just one of those things like, I was like, yeah, I'll try it. And I'm like, why? Dude, hey, honestly, there's this Madden game on Steam. It's not Madden, actually. I'm going to take that back. I think it's called like football or something. It's like not even $20. It's not even it's cheap. It's like less than $20. I think 10 to $20. And the thing with Madden, you could create your character with this. Like there's like 40 faces and all, and they just basically copy and paste the same 3 faces. And
a lot of games do that, I think.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, it's like they're all exactly the same, identical. This one on Steam, which is like an indie game, dude, 40 faces, every single one of them different. Like
that changes the standard.
It's effort. You know what I mean? It's the effort, because the thing is, like Madden. By the way, we're going to be talking about that. By the way, it's one of the most top selling games for EA back in 2020 or 21. I mean, last year. No surprise, obviously. Excuse me. And it's just the fact that they know, because it's football, they're going to be suckering people into buying it. All right. So,
oh yeah. So you want to know what's the biggest scam of all time?
Tell me.
Literally every Madden game and every FIFA game in the last 5 years of each other, because about every 5 years they actually make minor changes to the game, and that's usually just graphics.
Remember when FIFA came out and they released it as a full game, and then they're like, oh wait, we know it has a lot of bugs on it, so we're going to take it back to alpha.
When did they do that?
Like a year or two ago. It was like maybe a year or two ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They brought that back to alpha because there was so many bugs. Like people like kick a ball and it'd be stuck in the midair and stuff like that. It was crazy. But all right, back on the topic.
Oh, did you see where Ian Zaki said Madden Zombie Edition DLC?
Oh.
Kind of messed up.
He's gonna bring the dead.
Where's that zombie DLC at, bro? Come on, NFL.
You have Madden saying touchdown in like a zombie grappling voice. Yeah. So, anything about this topic though before we move on?
Nothing big for me. I'm not super passionate again when it comes to sports, especially sports games or anything. So, honestly, oh wait, I guess on the football or you're talking about the Halo deal, aren't you?
I'm pretty much Halo, yeah.
Yeah, we kind of spiraled out of that a little bit. My bad. But yeah, anyways, $40
really,
to get a Forza skin. Come on. At least if you're gonna advertise it as a Halo skin, at least let the people get their skin. But at the same time, you're paying $40. Sure, you may get a physical item like nail polish or something, but $40 for a color change on a character in a game that you will probably stop playing in 6 months.
Yeah.
Shit.
We'll see about that, man. All right, but the reason why I brought up the sales is because it actually comes on to our next topic. Which, by the way, guys, if you want to, like I said, we're still taking any questions or anything. Just join in the waiting call. We'll pay attention to it. If you guys want to have any questions also as well in the YouTube comments, go ahead and post it. We are looking. All right, let's see.
Tell your friends and family to join the stream.
Oh yeah, we're family friendly to an extent. Actually, my bad. I forgot to do something for you.
Yeah, I don't want to call you out, but I think we both know what you're talking about.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Give me 1 second, guys.
So now would be a nice time while he's busy to bring up something near and dear to my heart. So it's been a little windy down in Georgia here lately, and I just wanted to let you guys know that wind is moving something called wind blades, turbines. A little something called the Nether Gundam, aka windmill.
Oh gosh.
Hadn't brought it up lately, so just wanted to remind you guys that that's still a thing. Let us know what your favorite ridiculous looking Gundam is in the chat.
Guys, don't listen to this heretic.
100% listen.
All right. Next topic. We're going to be talking about actually the game sales. So around this time, game companies will start releasing their sales, quarterly. Like they're going to be asking like, hey, how did Battlefield do? How did Call of Duty do? How did this company did? How did that company do? It's kind of like a yearly thing that every company does to let their investors know. And for EA, it's been bad. It's been bad.
Terrible.
Yeah. So EA was okay. So we talked about this last episode actually. So Battlefield 2042 was going to release their new scoreboard. Remember, I was going to say like sarcastically, was like, "Hey, everybody, come on, new scoreboard, whatever." Mm-hmm. Yeah, that got delayed. They delayed a scoreboard.
What?
Yeah, until March.
What?
Yeah. So if you guys were wanting that new scoreboard, or that new scoreboard was a reason for you guys to get on the Battlefield 2042, yeah, that ain't going to release until March. By the way, that reminds me, the Season 1 pass is delayed as well, and will not come out until the summer. I got a feeling that they're just like, you know what? We messed up, and we're just going to have a skeleton crew. They're going to pull an Anthem.
Oh, don't even say that word right
They're
now.
going to pull an Anthem.
No,
because when Anthem came out, they did the same thing to where they have a skeleton crew working on it, and it's like 5 or 6 people, whoever's left. I remember the manager who runs everything over that department and that runs over Anthem. I remember he quit. And there was just bare bones. They're running bare bones. I guarantee you this is what's going to happen in Battlefield 2042. I mean, how in the hell?
Jump ship.
Yeah, they're going to jump ship. Dude, okay, so, man, I didn't get his name. But basically, they were having a meeting about Battlefield 2042 sales, right? Mm-hmm. And they sat there and said that EA CEO admits that Battlefield 2042 didn't meet expectations. And when he asked about it, when they asked him, was like, well, what did we sell? And he was like, he was refraining of giving up the updates. You know what I mean? Because then he said, well, it doesn't matter because it only makes up 10% of our revenue. What do you mean it doesn't matter that it only makes up 10% of our revenue? They basically just said, like, hey, Battlefield doesn't make us any money anyways, so we're just going to be, I don't know. It just makes me feel like someone, crapped all over my omelets, shit over my omelets. And that's, look, if they're going to treat it like, well, it's only 10% of our revenue, who cares kind of deal, and they're not going to release to investors like, hey, how many did we sell? It's crazy. Dude, Apex. Even Apex gained a 30% player base, and it's definitely...
It's free!
And it's free. You're absolutely right. But it's better than... Usually, I do believe in the expression is you get what you paid for. You definitely would get a better experience out of it. I'd rather play Apex than Battlefield 2042. Whenever I played, it looked like I was playing Roblox. WACKYMODDER84 says, except Anthem never got fixed. It's rotten in the ground even now. Yeah!
I talked about it a few episodes ago when we brought Anthem up, but that is honestly still one of the biggest letdowns in gaming history, at least in recent memory for me personally, that I can recall. Because I remember the hype around that game. It's like, oh yeah, you'll finally get a cool mech game that's made by like a mainstream company that, has got awesome advertising, gameplay looks amazing, and then they released it and it's like, oh, what is this?
Yeah, and man, by the way, thank you, Wacky Modder. Legacy Bowl football. That's what I'm thinking of. Yes, it is amazing, guys. Play that instead. It's made by indie developer. Support more indie developers. I really think they get more of what these people think of people as in us gamers thinks like, and these corporates. You know what? I'm gonna start a campaign against these. I'm serious. I'm gonna start like a campaign. A lot of these corporates think like, hey, we're going to go ahead and release a Call of Duty or a Battlefield because, it's Call of Duty and Battlefield. We could just say Call of Duty, remember what I made whenever Call of Duty Vanguard monetized kill cams?
Oh my god!
Remember, I called it. I
still can't believe that.
Yeah, I called it what? The Call of Money. Call
Something
of Money.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And they could call it Call of Money, and they could have two assets that may have like one or two animations, and they could still try to think like, this is what people want, and you know what, people are dumb enough to buy it. Or hey, you know what, this game's only halfway done. Let's just go ahead and just send it out there. It's fine. People are going to buy it full price. You know what? And they really think people are stupid. And I really hate that. And these companies like Battlefield 2042 and Call of Duty Vanguard, they think you guys are stupid. They really do think that. And
you are paying the same price or more in some cases for a game that gives you less content than its earlier predecessor did, like 2 or 3 years before.
Yeah.
Substantially less. You've got to pay to unlock the rest of the game, basically.
Yeah, and then they will dare bring out a season pass and say, hey guys, that's not the real ending. This right here is the real ending. Oh, by the way, that gun, yeah, don't worry. Even though we only got like 5 guns in the game, you could buy the other 20, the full set, for another like $49.99. Hey, you want to play that last mission that tells a real story? Yeah, that's another $69.99. Hey guys, You like that color? That's another $89.99 just for the color.
If they did something like Dishonored or Skyrim, for example, which I know both those games had their own flaws, at least like with the original Dishonored game and even the second one, you get to play through as one character through the main campaign, and it's a full, complete story. You can change the way you play the game, blah, blah, blah. And on top of that, you can also you can buy a DLC which lets you play a completely different story altogether as a completely different character. I think that's a genuine DLC content addition. And, like in Skyrim's example, Skyrim base game is already like ridiculously long. Like there's so many things you could do in it. And you could buy a DLC for like the Dragonborn DLC, I think it was Hearthstone, something like, or Hearthfire. I don't remember what it was, but anyways, that was genuine DLC time, and I don't think we get that anymore. I think, like you said, it's different endings now, really.
Well,
that change the story and things like that.
Right. But I will say this, though. Last quarter, it was actually... Look, even though Battlefield 2042, look, they're not hiding it. They're already admitting that they failed at it. They already admitted that. But last quarter, it was one of their biggest, for EA. It was. Because of Apex, FIFA, and Madden. Because of those three. They did well in those areas, but when it came to Battlefield 2042, by the way, it went up on Steam on Satisfactory. It's only up by like 30%. That's it. It's only at 30%, but still overwhelmingly, bad. So, and it's crazy. As for Call of Duty themselves, by the way, their sales are dropped by 30%. Now, even though they were basically the number one game last year of, sold units, they dropped by 30% really quick. As in people started buying it and trying it out. Nobody didn't want anything to do with it. So, what else? By the way, but the thing is that Call of Duty Mobile did better. And their sales prove it. And guys, you wouldn't believe, mobile, 1 year. I don't know if you've seen the notes, but did you see how much they made in 1 year?
No, I never looked at it.
All right, just throw a number out. What do you think?
30 million.
Nope.
More? What?
You're out of the you wouldn't even enter the ballpark stadium with that.
$1 billion?
A billion. Yep.
Are you serious? On a mobile?
Call of Duty Mobile made $1 fucking billion in 1 year. In 1 goddamn year.
Holy crap, man. That is insane. So you mean to tell me that a mobile game, like mobile game variant of Call of Duty, absolutely smoked out Vanguard in a year?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Wow.
And that's the thing. Look, I don't mind mobile gaming. But this is going to tell companies like EA, hey, because look, they're going to be looking at the same article I'm reading. EA is going to look at that and be like, wait, how much did Call of Duty made? Mobile? $1 billion? Guys, get on the phone with DICE. Frostbite.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, look, I'll be honest with you. I'd rather play mobile, the Call of Duty mobile, over the damn Vanguard. That's how bad Vanguard is. Yeah, hell, that's even as bad as Battlefield 2042 is. But I would still enjoy it over these two garbage of games. As for Nintendo, it was a good year for Nintendo. All right?
Oh, dude. Heck,
it was a great damn year for Nintendo. Now, look, a lot of people says, oh, their sales are down. But yes, they're down by what, 6%? That ain't nothing. They were the top number one sold console last year. They actually just surpassed the Wii. They sold over 100 million units.
I've got one sitting in front of me right now.
There you go. And matter of fact, which we're not going to be talking about that to the end, by the way. But they just announced the Force Unleashed remastered. And it's going to be coming out for the Switch.
No.
Oh,
man.
You okay over there?
You caught me off guard with that one. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Holy cow, man.
Yeah, it just came out while I was setting up. I didn't have time to set it up, but yeah. So,
about lost a lung over that, man. Holy crap. That's sweet.
Yeah, I could tell. And also GTA 6, even though we already knew this was coming. GTA 6 is official. They announced it. It's official. Yep.
A lot of gaming news this week.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of gaming news.
What do you think? What do you think we're going to be seeing anything of GTA? I'm thinking 2024.
I don't know. Apparently 2028, when the Olympics are, is a go-to right now for a lot of things.
You think so?
Yeah, probably. I think they've been working on it for a long time, but I don't know. Probably 2026, something like that. Yeah.
2026.
Yeah.
I got you. Hey, man. Do you like my homemade boom pole, by the way, for the movie?
Dude, yeah. It's it's sturdy. It's sturdy looking.
It's surprisingly sturdy. It really is. It's surprisingly sturdy.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't know, so I was looking for a boom pole. I got a mic, but I needed to get a boom pole. So we bought So look, actually, like this is the first time of me telling everybody this now, even you too, CJ. But me and my soon-to-be wife are looking for a house, and we actually found one. But it's the house is so like the designs and the neighborhood. It's so in high demand that we are on a waiting list.
Oh, just to view it?
Well, so basically, what it is that we're on a waiting list for about 4 to 5 months. And then whenever the house gets about halfway done, like basically like whenever the skeleton's up, then they'll contact us.
It's getting built.
Yeah, brand new built.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
we're gonna be the first one living there.
Yeah.
Lovely community, man. Like you drive 5 minutes up the road, dude. There's hospitals, schools, restaurants, stores, you name it. It's all right there. Like 5 minutes around the corner. Like one turn, you're there. Malls,
Okay.
dude. The location is beautiful, perfect. So, we told each other, as it goes on, we'll buy little things as we go along for our own home. So we bought this very expensive rug to go with our bedroom, and inside of the rug, there's like this big, heavy pole. And you seen the picture of it. I'm like, yeah, it came from the rug. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know where that story was going, but now I see.
Yeah, you know how like you guys got like a toilet paper roll. There's like the cardboard in the middle. So this is basically what it is, but it's very sturdy, like strong, like it won't bend. So I decided to screw some like parts into it to make it like a really long boom pole. So that way I could hold it over some actors and they could voice over it. It actually works. And I can't believe I did it. And by the way, look up a director named David F. Sandberg. Now, the reason why I'm bringing him up is that he filmed a 2-minute short video. 2 minutes. It's only 2 minutes long. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Called Lights Out. Now, he lived in Sweden. And nobody would not give him a grant to do like a professional short. So he'll actually make his own equipment. He actually inspired me to do some of this stuff. He made a crappy dolly, and even though he became a world famous director, he even made tutorials even after he did his movies just to help people out. Really down to earth dude.
It sounds like it, yeah.
So this 2-minute short, it only has his wife. His wife, by the way, is an actress. And, he did all the effects on his own. He used Blender and everything. And Lights Out was and won an award for Best Director. But it was so popular, even though it was 2 minutes and 30 seconds long, Hollywood called him up and said, hey, man, come on down. We want to make a movie of it. And they gave him a $5 million budget, and in return, like less than $150 million.
What?
Yep. And went on to direct Annabelle Creation and Shazam. First time director.
Annabelle Creation, by the way, if you guys have not seen it, those movies, they'll be getting to you.
Yeah, and he did everything his own way. By the way, he used his own camera on some occasions, and they allowed him to put it in there. Really very humble dude. Look up his videos. Watch the videos. I will actually probably post the video in the description so you guys can see it. It's 2 minutes long. That's it. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Great video. And he did everything on his own. By himself, him and his wife. But anyways. Let's see. We talked about EA, Call of Duty. I can't believe... The thing about EA refraining from telling their investors, like, dude, you want to know like where your money went to.
Dude, all day long. I can feel their stock value dropping from here.
I mean, think about it, dude. If you invest... God, let's say $50,000. You're going to wonder where like your money's at. You're going to be wondering like where it went to. You're going to be wondering like, am I going to get an investment back? My investment returned. That's what a lot of people think about. So for EA like to refrain from that, I do think is a douchebag of a move.
Oh, all day long. They've got a right to know. It's their money.
Yeah, I want to know where my goddamn money is going to.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, so in other words, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Moto Online 2 came out, and the servers are being overwhelmed. People are getting, queues for as long as 24 to 36 hours. Meaning, like, as soon as you log in, you got to wait 24 hours to log in. You got to let your computer run.
Yeah, that's terrible. What a bad server issue.
Yeah, it is, and a lot of people are complaining. A lot of people are showing screenshots saying like, "Hey, 36 hours," and I guess they have pets on here. I never played it. They're complaining about their pets. By the time they log in, they wait for the queue time, and as soon as they get in, the pets are dead.
Oh.
Yeah. Apparently, it's I don't know. I never played into it. Never looked at it.
Me neither.
Hmm.
Yeah, I personally don't know much on it.
I don't know much other either. I figured that would be like something to add on to. So let's see. But the fact that Nintendo, man, I'm surprised. I'm surprised they beat the PlayStation 5 and Xbox in terms of sales.
I know, me too.
And the Wii.
I know to some extent it's got to do with the availability issues of them, but also that's not the whole reason.
Yeah. Also, I was trying to refrain to get to this, but we're going to go ahead and get to it. This is going to be a pretty short episode. I will be real with you guys. Probably keep it about 45 minutes or so.
That's his bedtime already,
Yeah, I'm an old man. All right. So, Sunrise. It's official.
Or not Sunrise
Or
anymore.
not Sunrise anymore. It's not April Fool jokes. Guys, as of April 1st, Sunrise is going to be changing his name. And by the way, I found out what the logo is going to be. It's going to be the Bandai Namco logo. So, so yeah, as I'm just saying, Sunrise is changing their name. They're changing their names to Bandai Namco Filming.
Yep, they're doing a merger with Bandai. So Sunrise is no more. So when you go to watch probably the next year's Gundam season come out or whatever, it's not going to have the Sunrise logo with Haro rolling in front of it and slam dunking on that eye. It's going to be gone.
Yeah.
Bandai Namco all day. End of an era. It's kind of sad, actually.
Yeah. Although I will say though, so the thing about Bandai actually owned Sunrise since 1993.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not, and this is not the first time they did change their name, but throughout the years though, they always had Sunrise in their names. So most recent, it's Sunrise Inc. So the fact that Bandai's like, we decided to merge the company. They're keeping the same CEO. The CEO of Sunrise is going to be the CEO of the new Bandai Namco Filming, and also Bandai as well. So the fact that they're merging is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Bandai's obviously like a massive name, and Sunrise was also a massive name. I'm going to have to agree with Wacky on this one, though. That is a super bland logo. It's not got like the magic that, the Sunrise logo did. It was kind of classic and even looked modern, honestly. Like, it stayed timeless, in my opinion.
You know how, like, I kind of want to see somebody do like a... that strong guy who holds the planet on his back, like Earth, like walking on. I wonder if someone could do like one where like Sunrise or Gundam, whatever, holding horror on his back, walking like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about Atlas.
Atlas, yep.
In Greek mythology, yeah. That's right.
So Sunrise has created some of the most iconic anime ever. That includes Gundam, that includes Sergeant Frog, Cowboy Bebop, City Hunter, Inuyasha. And also Code Geass.
That Cowboy Bebop movie was so bad they had to rebrand.
See, I wonder if it's probably not too late in production. Even if they even started it, I don't even know. If
Which Mercury?
I was talking about the live action Gundam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be keeping that on there.
Yeah.
Really, guys, this is like the bad news. It's really not going to change anything, I don't think. I mean, they're still keeping the same CEO. It just feels like the removal just feels like it's a turning point, like kind of like a loss. And it is.
Yeah.
This is something like we all grew up with. That little Haro like going around going ding, ding, or whatever.
Yeah.
I got to put it that way because, copyright. But.
Yeah, yep.
I don't know, man. What do you think?
Like I said, it's really an end of an era. there's not been any Gundam season or series you've ever watched that has not had it in front of it, which, it may not necessarily be a bad thing, but it's kind of like saying bye to an old friend, one that's been there with you for a long time, and
Yeah.
it's still there or something, but just kind of different. I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe, and I think everybody's going to kind of understand what I'm trying to say without me kind of needing to actually put it in words. Just an end of an era. That's what it is, really.
Yeah. No, I believe that. It's not necessarily bad news. I think it's bad news.
It could be good news for all I know. I mean, this might get them more funding. I don't know. It could give them, we could have unicorn quality animation for everything going forward for all I know. I've got no idea, but I just hope it's good for it, ultimately.
I just feel like it's just losing meaning. You know what I mean? Like the fact that look, everybody knows Sunrise. And Bandai, I only known as Bandai from the Gunpla kits and some of the games like Encounters in Space, because you see their names on there.
Yeah.
And also some of the games, like arcades, I mean. So it just feels like it's losing its meaning. I just feel like it's a bad idea. That's me personally. But, obviously some things like this does take months or maybe even years of sitting down and talking about a meeting over. They probably are doing this for maybe tax I mean, like, I don't know. I'm gonna say that right now. I don't know. Probably doing this for tax reasons, or they're probably doing this because they're too big. Because they don't want to be too big of a company. Because there are some companies out there that got to be so big they had no choice but to split it. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, like Amazon. Amazon, they don't deliver their own packages. I don't know if you knew that. You knew that?
Third party.
Yeah, so what they do is they'll have a lot of third-party companies go out and do it for them. They'll be wearing Amazon logos all over themselves, Amazon like uniforms, Amazon vans, but it's not actually Amazon workers. It's just third parties.
Yeah, contractor.
Yeah, they're contractors. Yeah, because Amazon cannot be any bigger. If they're any bigger, they had no choice but to split the companies.
Yeah, they'd be a monopoly, and honestly, they really already are. But
they already are. I mean, think about how much they made during the Well, I can't say it because otherwise we're going to be. Literally, like, you can't say it on here. It's crazy. Otherwise, you're going to get marked. But you know why? Throughout the year, when everybody was, like, at home. Let's put it that way. They made a lot more money. So, so the fact that, I just don't like the fact they're keeping it like this. The name. Not the name, the logo.
Yeah, I hope they make a revision to it. It really looks lame. No magic. It's two colors, and I do agree that some things simple is best, but with that logo, hell no. Change it.
I just the only thing I could say is just hope they keep it true. Keep it true to the core.
Yeah, me too, and that's why I've got hope with the CEO being the same as Sunrise. I hope it continues that way.
Well, the CEO, I do know a little backstory. Believe it or not, he started as a janitor.
No kidding. Talk about working your way up from the bottom.
Yeah, he worked his way from the bottom up to the top. He used to just go around, clean the floors, clean the toilets, and he just worked himself way up. I do respect that. Honestly, I do. Especially for as long as he'd been there, in order for him to go from, washing the lunchroom table to up to the damn, cleaning up his own office and telling people to clean up his own damn table.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I do respect that. I honestly do respect that. It probably took a lot of patience. It probably took a lot of work. It probably took a lot of. I'm being for real. I'm going to give the guy credit where credit is due.
Oh yeah, man's living the American dream in a totally different country.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's helping out with the American movie, which is a Japanese product, which is Gundam. So
yeah, that's true.
All right, so let's go on with the better news. SD Gundam Battle Alliance. Now, this actually came up last second in the Discord. By the way, thank you, Discord, for posting this very last second, by the way. I didn't know anything about it till now.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Totally new to me.
Yeah, so I got to thank the Discord for that, for posting it. By the way, guys, if you're watching, go ahead and just click on the like button. Comment. It helps, settle with the algorithms and stuff like that. And also join the Discord, and also check us out on Rumble. Give us some thumbs up on there.
Yeah, tell your friends about us. We can always use some more people to worship the great windmill. So
Great windmill. Yeah, you're trying to use it to beat the.
all right, let's just go and be honest. I'm using this platform to start a cult. So.
If you guys didn't know, like he's low key trying to fight out the Kira Yamatos and all that.
Hey! He turned the reactor off. Okay.
Okay.
I promise, bro. He did it.
Look, if you give them an inch, they want a mile. That's all I gotta say. All right, so yeah, so SD Gundam Battle Alliance it's coming out 2022, as you guys see right here on the screen. Or if you guys are listening to Spotify, Apple, Radio Public, it's coming out on Nintendo Switch. It's coming out PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Windows 10, Steam. It's made in Unreal Engine. I'll be real with you, I am hesitant.
I know, me too.
I am hesitant. The last game that was made on Unreal was New Gundam Breaker, and that did not get any good praising.
Huh.
Like at all. So it makes me wonder, like, oh, okay. Let's see.
Hop on in, Wacky.
Hop on in, Wacky.
We know you got some opinions on it.
Well,
I am pretty interested to see the variety of platforms it's available on. Because honestly, most Gundam games usually only come out on like PlayStation.
shoot, I'm gonna get it on the Switch. I'm gonna get it on
Right?
the Switch.
Me
I ain't gonna
too.
lie to you. If you guys want a good experience, get it on a console like a 4 or a 5, whatever, or an Xbox.
Move
But
over, guys, because I got stuff to say. Because this game has legitimately raised some red flags with me, but not for the same reason that you guys did. Because as somebody who has been gaming with Gundam on PC for a very long time, I can't help but notice some things about this game. Specifically, the fact that they are blatantly reusing assets from SDGN.
Yeah, it did.
that's
Yeah, I
what
thought
I
the
said.
same thing. I thought the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, like copy and
Blatantly
pasting the
obvious.
skins and everything. Like 3D models transferred right over.
Yeah, like I was watching this trailer recently, and I was seeing the models they were using. I'm like, that's the same exact ones they use with SDGN. And for anybody who doesn't know what SDGN is, SDGN, also known as SD Gundam Next Evolution, and even better known as the spiritual and failed successor of SDGO, that died in 6 months.
Yeah, it did.
Game is that it in the first 3 months of its life cycle, it played like an RPG game, and it was really weird and really awkward. It just did not feel anything like SDGO, despite more or less using higher res models of SDGO at the same time. But in the second half, they realized how much of their audience they alienated, and they just re-overhauled the game and turned it into SDGO 2.0, more or less. The gameplay was just SDGO, but improved and overall better, I would say. But by the time they did that, it was already too late. They lost the majority of their fan base, and within 6 months, the game shut down, and that was it. But I see a lot of reused assets here, just with much more updated textures. And like graphics and all that. Plus, the gameplay I noticed of it is highly reminiscent of the first half of SDGN, just a lot more polished, cleaned up, and overall just really what the RPG style section of it should have been. But
So let me ask you this: do you think this is their redemption arc?
No.
it could
Is this where
very
they
well
come
be
back?
that. They seem like they're taking pieces from SDGN's corpse, whatever is left of it, and they're taking that, updating them, and seem to be wanting to use them in like a new project. Because the more I rewatch this trailer, the more I'm like, that is SDGN. There's no way it's not. I'm looking at it I'm even rewatching it right now, and I'm looking at it, and there's no way.
You know,
I was looking at like the
way.
wing. I was looking at like the wing 3D model and everything in the video, and
Yeah.
I was like, that is literally copy and
That
paste,
wing-
like
yeah, that's
slightly improved graphics. Honestly,
That's SDGN's Proto Zero immediately. I was
Yeah.
like, that's totally.
yeah,
You can't tell
and
me it's not.
Yeah, the thing is, like, it might be a good thing, might be a bad thing. So it really depends on what company, though. Do you guys remember what company made New Gundam Breaker?
Well, that's the thing, though. Here's the thing about New Gundam Breaker. The developers of that game they will not be troubling us ever again.
I'm glad.
After New Gundam Breaker flopped, the whole dev team got fired. So they will not be back.
Oh, they did?
Again.
That's true,
yes.
Huh? Okay.
That is confirmed.
Yeah, because I know, like, whenever Gundam Side Stories, they came out originally for the PlayStation 3. Great game, by the way. If you guys played Gundam Battle Operations 2, they used some of the models from that PlayStation 3.
Side Story Missing Link is more or less like an offline prototype of Battle Operation.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's a pretty good game. I would say 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
But the Zeonic Front section of it is kind of disappointing because, like, that's not really what Zeonic Front's gameplay was supposed to be. And they kind of just gave it totally different gameplay, which a lot of fans of Zeonic Front didn't like that. That's why they kind of crap on that game for it. But yeah, Missing Link was pretty good. But the point being is that just because the game is on Unreal Engine, that's the least of this game's problems. If anything, that opens the door to moddability a lot more. But be that as it may, my concern is the fact that they seemingly are reusing models and seemingly even animations from SDGN. I think that this may or may not be an attempt at overhauling SDGN and like creating it into something new. But I'm gonna have to see.
Yeah, well, hey, maybe with them copying and pasting a lot of these like 3D models and stuff, that'll save them some money to put towards bettering the game as a whole, if nothing else.
I can only hope that that's the case because this game had me screaming deja vu in my head.
Well, I mean, they're obviously putting some work into it. We've got what 1, 2, 3, like 5 or 6 different platforms is coming to. That never happens for
that kind of
I gotta admit
ever.
that did caught me up. I did catch me off guard. The fact that this is even coming to Xbox, that's a rarity for Gundam games.
Yeah, that's
Japan.
Yeah,
Japan cannot stand Xbox.
Yeah, they favor Sony. They favor Sony like hardcore.
Sony and Nintendo hardcore over Xbox. They could not care at all about the Xbox brand. Every single Xbox console there has flopped.
I think it's also better for distribution as well for them sticking with because Switch and Sony, there are Japanese companies, so obviously like they're probably more well known there. In terms of sales over here, it's probably not that good.
Exactly.
Oh, I think this could honestly blow up on the Switch. Honestly.
Oh, for sure. I want to get it for the Switch. I want to get it for the Switch.
That's what I'm going to get it on.
On the Switch, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Steam as well.
Yeah,
I know, that's the weirdest thing for me. I've not seen any of those games come to Steam ever.
G-Generation Cross Rays was the one that opened the door. They wanted to test the waters with that one to see how it would do, and it did very well for a Gundam game on Steam. And even before that, Super Robot Wars V and X, which even though they're region locked, they did indeed get released on Steam in English. It's just that us boys in the West have no way of buying it. You would literally have to pirate them if you wanted to play them in English on PC in the West.
Which we don't recommend.
I would...
Because that's illegal.
Hell, I mean, if they don't want my money, fine. Just know that I'm willing to give it to them. You had your chance. You said no. Fine. I'll pirate it.
We do not condone these actions.
Yeah.
No, but
yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I got to the end of the video and it's like end credits on a movie, just like going over all the freaking platforms they're on. I'm like, holy shit!
Yeah,
this is awesome.
Hell of a lot of platforms.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me, like if you get to like a certain point of the trailer, it kind of reminds me of Reborns a little bit.
Well, what do you mean?
Like I don't know. There's this one mission on Gundam Reborns. Gundam Seed.
Oh, what? Dynasty Warriors Gundam Reborn?
Yeah. Like there's this one scene like where the ship's like flying above you, and you got a mobile suit like the Freedom, like you're fighting on the bottom while the ship's fighting above you. You know what I'm saying? Like like the Dynasty games, like they did that. I'm saying that.
But that's more like just the environment than it is.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think the AI, if they really are basing this on SDGN's framework, then the AI is not going to be pants on head retarded like every DWG game out there. But
dude, that's right.
We'll have to see.
It's gonna be called Super Deformed Gundam Oof.
Gundam Oof. Gundam Oof.
Did you guys notice that at like the start of the trailer, the canyon that's like straight up copy and paste from the Big Zam. What was it? The Big Zam or there's one mission in SDGO where you basically got to go through a
Solace
canyon.
2.
Phasalis,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah, that was
Phasalis.
Apsalis 2 right there. And yeah, I was thinking the same thing, just with much more updated like textures and modeling. But really, that area looked almost identical.
Yeah,
Now-
that's the first thing I thought about.
Now I wonder. Here's my question. I wonder if the story is going to be aligned to something like Crossrays or Genesis. You know what I'm talking about? Because like
Well,
you know,
to be fair, Crossrays was a bit of a kind of a like a crossover story, but at the same time it wasn't. It primarily was crossover more and more as you progressed, but you always like had to go from start to finish from each individual Gundam entry like as you progress, but you unlock more mobile suits from that era, which you could take with you into other storylines without anything like stopping you.
So I don't think we brought up the elephant in the room on this video so far, and that's the goof jumping off the cliff at the end
and transforming
into Barbados, and then the message popping up saying a battle lines to correct a false world.
Like that definitely.
What's that about?
I think that also reminds me of another thing that happened in SDGN, because there is a lot of missions in SDGN where
Hello? Hello? Did I lose you guys? Sorry guys, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. Just give me 1 second. I should be able to get everybody back on. What's going on? Sorry about this, guys. Just having a little bit of technical difficulties. Let me see if I'm able to fix that. I'm trying to fix on my end. I went ahead and reset it.
again.
There we go.
Oh yeah, what happened?
I don't know. Just my Discord just like said screw you and just took me off. Were you guys able to hear and see the stream at least?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the stream is still up. That has not changed.
It's still up on YouTube. As far as like you and like the stream in the Discord, it's off now. I can't see it anymore.
Okay, I'll go ahead and I was
But I guess we were at the end of it anyways on that part.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I saw on my stream it's still live.
Yeah, it's on my end. It said I was live too, so I was like, letting everybody know. I was having for some reason, some random difficulties over here. So,
Because really, but overall, the main thing to note is that when it comes to this game, all I'm getting is my head just screaming, "This is SDGN reborn again and rebranded."
I hope we're not getting blue-balled. I really hope we're not getting blue-balled.
I hope so too, because again, this game has, if it really is gonna be like SDGN, but better, then I welcome it, because SDGN didn't even have a chance. It died in less than in 6 months.
I never even got around to playing it. Honestly, that's how short the lifespan was.
I went ahead and invited, I guess. Ion, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
What's up,
what's up?
Yo.
What's up, Ion?
Oh, I'd like to put my thoughts on this whole new SD Gundam game.
What's up?
Lay 'em on us.
My personal thoughts is I just hope it's I hope it's actually going to be good for once. We don't want another new breaker.
I highly doubt that's ever going to be the case again, because, again, first of all, the team that made it completely fired. Thank God, because we don't need them again. They already showed their game designing colors, and nobody liked them. But,
To be fair, they took a team who do not know how to work Unreal Engine 3 and said, make this game, that's it, shut up and do it.
Actually, I think it was 4, but yeah, you're right. They were a completely new team that had no experience with Gundam Breaker at all. Like, the team that made Breaker 1, 2, and 3, they were not there with New Breaker. That's why that game failed.
So I think they took people who had no experience with UE.
Yes.
At all.
At all. Or Breaker as a whole in terms of a franchise.
Yeah. And
So-
my personal opinions on the sorry, go ahead.
So the developer, I'm sorry, real quick. The developer of a new Gundam Breaker is Kravs and Meister.
Was. But yeah.
Was, yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing about...
Name the company that.
I don't know. They've been around since 2004, and they actually worked on a lot of Camp Comp. It was started by a bunch of Camp Comp employees.
Yeah, Capcom employees, which actually coincides with someone I know who used to work with Bandai Namco at the time. He was telling me that they hired those guys from Capcom, and I was like okay, but I didn't know their company name at the time until after they got fired.
God, man, they had a small 30. That's a small crew.
Yeah, it is a small crew, but I wish they would have picked someone who actually got like hands-on experience with the Breaker franchise. But I guess they were trying to save money.
Experience, lead the helm.
Yeah.
It'd be somewhat okay.
Yeah, I would definitely say so, because like it's a tragedy with what happened to Gundam Breaker, because
I was happy. I was waiting for it too. I was like, oh my god, new Breaker on PC. Yes.
Because I legit,
oh no.
When it comes to Gundam when it comes to new Gundam Breaker, I gave that game so many chances to try and redeem itself. I thought it was just like, oh, it's just teething troubles when it came out. Like it's having a rough launch, missing features, all this, all that. But
I'll figure it out.
I legitimately tried so hard to damage control this game for the first 3 months of it. But after a couple of updates and how little they gave a crap about it, that's when I'm like, no, this is just
especially
not
with
gonna
them
work.
trying to pour, pump adrenaline into it by announcing a contest that didn't come through.
Yeah, like, because Gundam Breaker 3 is still one of the best Gundam games of all time.
Hey.
It is easily one of the franchise's magnum opuses in the gaming industry, and the fact that it went from that to now one of the worst Gundam games of all time, it was heartbreaking for Gundam gamers like me, and that is why I tried so hard to damage control this game originally at launch. I gave it so many chances, way more than it even deserved, and it still was not enough to sell me back on it. And now I've more or less fully come to my senses and realized that game is absolute trash.
So this is an article coming from Nintendo Everything.
Go on.
And they're sitting here talking about basically this is an article that just got published, and it basically talks about the game. So it says that experience the Gundam's history's most famous scenes as you develop new mobile suits to add to your arsenal, gather capital and expansion parts to transform your favorite machine into the ultimate mobile suits. Tackle missions with friends in multiplayer. You could launch into battle with 2 partners to back you up. In multiplayer, you could play through the game with up to 2 other players in a 3-person team. Enjoy this new SD Gundam action RPG solo or with friends. Feature series includes Mobile Suit Gundam, War and Pocket, 8th MS Team, Thunderbolt, Stardust, Zeta, Double Zeta, Stars Counterattack, Stars Counterattack, Belrica's Children. Oh, that's interesting. Unicorn, F91, Crossbone, V Gundam, G Gundam, Gundam Wing, X, Turn A, Seed, Seed Astray, Seed versus Astray, Seed Destiny, Double O, Awakening the Trailblazer.
And a partridge in a pear tree. Basically, it's not everything.
Yeah.
But the point being, you said that it was 3-player co-op?
3-player co-op and multiplayer.
Copy of your Steam suit later.
I'd like to point something out again.
Yeah.
SDGN's gameplay was 3-player co-op too.
Oh, really? Yeah, you're right.
Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah.
My thing is, it's a story, as I said, fix a fractured SD world. You know those events that have you send certain criteria in Crossways?
Yeah.
You get new suits that come in that are not part of that universe. I think they're doing a story with all that in Battle Alliance.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
So it says here, the story does take place in G, which is the universe where the Gundam canon twists and turns in a way no one can predict. So it's making it, if I read it right, it's making it sound like it's settled like in the original Gundam timeline.
I think they're making a new timeline but twisting it.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It's not different but the same, you know?
Yeah.
It's a little inside joke.
Timeline's a pretzel.
But yeah, like
I'm looking forward to it.
If you want to see where I'm coming from when I say that SDGN's gameplay, more so its first half gameplay, looks very, very similar, but just less polished. Then yeah, if you scroll up in general chat on the Discord, you will see that I was showing that I was showing Char as a basket case. The difference between first half SDGN gameplay and second half. If you look at that of the first half video I sent, where a 3-man party was doing mission 5, you will see that a lot of the gameplay seems highly similar to the stuff that they're using in Battle Alliance, and that's why I was like, wait a minute, this looks better, like just SDGN but better.
They probably just had those old models on hand, just poured them over and updated them.
Yeah, I mean, considering that, who else has been using them other than SDGO private servers just to put those suits in the game?
Yeah.
I'd like to know who developed this game, who's developing it.
Let me do some Googling and I'll let you know.
Yeah, because I'm looking right now. I can't find anybody.
Real talk. Who's about to dump all their earnings into Gashapon again?
I ain't gonna lie.
They don't do that.
Yeah, it's like another form of gambling, man. I ain't gonna lie with you.
No, it is gambling, bro. Let's be real here.
It
I
is.
only ever did it like 3 or 4 times. I never got anything good, and I'm still mad to this day.
Well, yeah, thank God SDGO private servers, specifically SG Noodles, I would say, don't even have any forms of microtransactions other than donations to, like, support the server. Other than that, yeah. Although, to be fair, you do get a thank you for donating to that server. You get, like, a bunch of credits. You get some free mobile suits. And, yeah, like, donating to it is fine. But in the store tab for SG Noodles SDGO private server is completely empty. You're not allowed to spend a dime in-game on that server.
That's cool. Not a lot of people do that kind of stuff.
The fact that they have all these distributors, which is Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, they got really high hopes for this.
This makes me wonder if the game is going to be free to play or not.
No, I doubt it. I doubt it.
You think it's going to be?
I think
so. Be buy to play?
I think so.
Yeah, so do I. I hope that is the case too, because if free to play,
I think from what I can tell, it looks like Bamco is actually developing it themselves. So
I would hope so.
Hey, it's basically like, fine, we'll just do it ourselves. You know, like how Thanos walked into the room and took the gauntlet.
Yeah,
Bandai is doing that after a New Gundam Breaker.
EA got a Gundam game. They'll be like, "Hey, do you want this part? $50."
yeah.
Exactly.
I figured it had to have been a big company that was back. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get on like every platform underneath the sun by being some small fry.
Oh, Bandai's technically
for sure.
not a small company.
Yeah,
They got the money.
Oh yeah, they do got money. They got hella money.
yeah.
I mean, think about it. Bandai bought Sunrise.
Yeah, they've got Sunrise's money now too.
Well,
Yeah.
now they do, yeah. Sadly, Tomino must be so sad.
Well, I found out that Bandai owned Sunrise since '96. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
actually
they
owned.
for a while.
Yeah.
They owned Sunrise for a while. It's just that Sunrise was Tomino's baby. Like the fact that
Oh,
he went into depression just after getting bought out by Bandai. Now that the Sunrise name is officially gone, he's probably sad from that.
Oh, for sure. You got to think. So 1972 was when Sunrise, came out.
Yeah.
Tomino was already in the company since day one. He was
Exactly.
with Sunrise since 1972, and he made like other series not as popular as Gundam, but still
great.
But still
Idion,
great.
Sandbot 3, Daiton 3. Yeah,
Oh,
he's
for
really
sure.
up
He was
there.
there day
Were they
one.
the ones who did, I forget. Was Sunrise also do the Kogias? I forget. Or was it a different company that did it?
No, Sunrise did Kogias. Sunrise did.
Okay,
Sunrise did.
Pretty sure they
Right.
did Kogia.
So
I'm
Val-
thinking about different things.
Yeah, they also did Valkyrie the Liberator.
Unfortunately.
I need to watch Valkyrie Deliberate.
It's my guilty. I'm not going to lie to you. It's my guilty pleasure. It really
Valkyrie
is.
the Liberator is my guilty pleasure because that
Oh no, not you too!
No. Here's the thing. Hear me
I gotta
out.
hear it.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Valbrave the Liberator is one of those mecha animes that's just so bad it's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's practically self-aware of how bad it is, but in a good way, unlike Cross Angie.
They
Oh,
did some
no.
unique designs though. I did like the style of the mechanics that they had.
Oh yeah, no, the 5 Valbraves look absolutely based.
Yeah,
It's
they were.
just that
They were sick.
the
No.
Dracian mechas are the ones that are very hit or miss, but the fact that like,
It's right.
they
Okay.
have-
The thing with in terms of production, I'm sorry, Wacky. I really got to interrupt on this one.
Go on.
The thing about production, the thing about Valkyrie the Liberator, it tries to be a mecha anime. It really does, but at the same time, it tries to be something else. When it comes across Angie, dude, I don't know what the hell it's trying to be. It's like,
it's trying to be Gundam Seed, the Yuri hentai.
but
literally
hentai,
what it
exactly. It's like this. Okay, what do the teenagers like these days? Boobs. Okay, what else? What else? More boobs.
Girl on girl action.
Oh, wait. Pilot suits? What is that? You know what? Bikinis, but pilot suits.
Quote unquote pilot suits.
Yeah, pilot suits, plot suits.
Yeah,
Oh,
So-
that's a good name for it.
Plot
yeah, plot
suits.
suits. Yeah, but the thing is like, yeah, it's a legit plot. it's a legit plot armor. It's my plot armor.
Exactly.
But the thing is like, that's the thing. Valve, in my opinion, Valkyrie the Liberator tries to be a mecha anime, but also tries to be something else. When it comes to Cross Angie, it tries to be something,
but it's not a mecha anime.
but it's not a
Oh,
mecha
dude.
anime. Yeah.
Totally lost me with like the whole karaoke robots at the end. Like what
But
the heck?
legitimately, like Valbrave the Liberator is a spectacle to behold for a variety of reasons. Primarily the wrong ones, but the fact, I think my boy Nick Izumi, his review of season 1 of Valbrave the Liberator spells out everything you need to know within just the first 10 seconds of the video.
Shout out to Nick
Where he
Izumi, by the way.
Where he just, well, yeah, no, Nick Izumi's awesome.
Yeah,
I've been
he
a
is.
fan of his for a while. But yeah, no, I can't even talk. His review of season 1 starts off with just one sentence: space vampires, trope bingo, and more Mary Sues than a Harry Potter fanfiction.
So more Mary Sue's.
I was gonna say, wasn't like the whole premise being that they like the pilot paired with the suit and ended up becoming like a vampire?
Yeah,
Was what the
basically,
basic premise was?
In order for you to actually operate a Valbrave, you have to agree to the terms. Says, do you wish to resign your humanity? And then if you click
There we
yes, then you get injected with this little thing in your neck that more or less turns you into a space vampire.
Yep.
And at that point, you're officially able to pilot a Valbrave. But the problem is, with Valbrave Unit 1, there was a little something extra in that which that little AI loli in Valbrave Unit 1 caused Haruto to do very bad things to certain people. Something that I could not believe what I saw and the implications behind it. Because for those who haven't, in the chat, who have not seen Valbrave, trigger warning on this one, because this is legitimately surprising, even for a mecha anime, even for an anime in general that's not a hentai, because
The space rape.
oh no, we're talking about that, but also the fact that Valvrave actually managed to find a way to get the main character to physically rape someone and for it to not be his fault. That's the scary thing about this.
No way, there's no
believe
there's
that.
no repercussions. It was never really brought up again. Not really. Not that I think of. I don't think it was ever brought up again.
No, it was brought up a couple of times, but they're like, what else can you do? Haruto was legit being possessed when he did it. It wasn't his fault. What are you gonna do? Chastise him for that?
Yeah, I never really watched it, so this is all kind of news to me.
Trust me. If you're gonna watch it, we're gonna need a group for it, because never watch Valvrave alone. Your brain cells would kill themselves immediately. But
Mob Saturday? Do we want to do a watch party?
Guys, and by the way, guys,
it could technically be interesting, but wacky. You make a fair, if uncomfortable point.
yes, exactly. But
Act.
having a main character physically, like, sexually assault someone, and for it to not be his fault, thus allowing him to get away with it scot-free, that is impressively distasteful.
well, the thing is, like, let's say, and that, look, we're talking about real matters right here, like
Oh, yeah.
actual real matters. I kind of look at it as like if someone's drunk or they're on like some type of substance or whatever, it doesn't excuse it. You know what I mean?
It doesn't excuse it
Doesn't
at all.
Yeah.
Excuse it. There has been an incident before that's been going around, and I believe you've heard of this wacky before. Ever heard of a Toon Critic?
Oh, of course I do. Bro, you're talking to someone who's an ex-brony here. Of course I know who Toon Critic is. He got exposed. When he got exposed as a groomer and a pedo, I was shocked. But it was at that point that's when I started backing away from the brony fandom. But yeah, like I heard all about that, and yeah, like it's moments like that. Just because someone did something one time is too many. It doesn't matter.
One time is way too many, because if you do it once, you can do it 1,000 times over again. Trust me, I've seen this type of stuff before.
And the fact that Valvrave managed to come up with a scenario where someone legitimately cannot be punished for that kind of horrible deed, that's impressively distasteful right there.
These are more distasteful than another certain anime we all know about.
Which one are you referring to?
The one that shall not be named. It starts with a B.
Oh, don't tell me.
Wait, is it B.HK?
No, is it? What's it called? Are the initials for it B and P?
Yes.
Then yes, I know exactly what you're talking about, and you cannot compare that because BNP is a hentai, a confirmed hentai.
Oh, now something made the click in my head. I was like, wait.
You finally caught on.
I was like,
yeah, me too. It took me a second.
Well,
I had like
I
a
was
brain.
aware of the existence immediately,
wait a
and I wish
minute,
I did not.
Wait a minute. What about the other anime that should not be named, but also was very popular during 21 and early 2020?
God.
Yeah,
I know you're talking about
that one. It's the one that's basically with the initials Re.
Yeah, that's all you need to say.
oh.
Yeah.
That's all you need to say.
That's all you need to say.
No, I would say this moment in particular in Valvrave is definitely up there with those, because at least those two animes, they were whole entire just like more or less hentais at that point.
Yeah, that were accepted into the anime community for some reason.
Well, again,
I got notifications of this when I first saw Nakstaku talking about this type of stuff.
Oh yeah, because like I said, like
he does a whole lot of hentai, or he calls them shmentais.
The fact that this was accepted into the anime industry and the community does not surprise me, considering they still openly are fine with Loli and Shota at that point, because at that point nothing surprises me at this point.
Hold on a second before you guys continue. Hey, Freedom.
Yeah.
You better check to make sure his mom isn't singing in the background again.
Oh wow!
God damn. God damn. No,
Jeez.
no, I just I can't believe it, to be honest with you. It's like I said, the thing with Valvrave, I don't know. It's weird. The fact that it happened and nothing like that similar happened later on. Because I think they knew how controversial that was.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm surprised. Look, like I said, it's my guilty pleasure. I only watch it for the mechs. I really love the Jinx designs from Gundam 00, like, especially the Jinx 4 from the movie. That's the reason why I love the Valvraves, because it reminds me so much of that. It reminds me of a Jinx that actually could win. But I could go, okay, seriously though, it could have went on without that scene. It could have made no difference without that scene as well. I think that scene was just added just to be added. I think they sat down at their table and said, you know what? What can we do to dramatically change this guy's character because he's turning into a monster? What's the best way of turning this guy to a monster? I know. Let's make him into this. Wait, why? I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah, but come on. I mean, this is one of those monsters. So I don't know if it's a message they were trying to put out there saying like, hey, the real monsters like, are these kind of people? I don't know. It's a weird message.
Well, if you were getting into those types of terms, there is like shameful actions taken within certain animes that I've seen, though they are shameful in and of themselves towards fan service and not going to the absolute extremes. Like, for example, I've watched one known as LBX Girls, which basically is a version of an isekai mixed in with Gundam that is its own genre, which is known as Danball Sunky, or Little Battler's Experience.
Yeah, I remember that one.
It's an interesting idea of basically having an isekai of the LBX brand, which in itself has been stagnant ever since the Mizuro crisis of season 3 and after LBX Wars, which was the last confirmed anime to actually be made by. I always forget the company name, but I always know that the game company name for those games is Level 5.
Oh yeah, no, Level 5. Yeah, the guys who made Gundam Age as well.
I think the reason why, and this is just a theory, but I think the reason why that scene was added was because it was pitched first.
Could be.
And I'll tell you why. I guarantee you, I promise you, and look at the trends whenever you guys watch movies, TV shows, whatever. I guarantee you, if something's going on in the world today, like let's say rape. Let's say rape is an issue, right? Let's say like Me Too movements or whatever. So let's say that.
We are so demonetized this episode.
We're so demonetized this episode. Let's go off the rails, boys.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, let's go to the
Funny, I wanna
demonetized
hear about
section
this
of
anime called
videos.
Re. Somebody educate me about this.
I don't care. I don't care. It's fine. So, anyways, the reason why I brought that up is because of this. Any one of those topics that are going on in the world today, if they're on news highlights, whatever, and if you pitch it as a movie, I won't say 9 times out of 10, but you have a higher chance because since those are like topics are being talked about now, you have a higher chance of getting that pitch for a movie or TV show to happen.
Right.
Yeah. It is one of those things. So maybe during like around when Valvrave came out and whatever's on the news highlights around that time could explain why that part was added. I'm serious. Like a lot of people will go look back into their scripts. They'll change something minor, something that doesn't make sense, something, to make happen. And they'll just post it and say,
or in some cases, they'll straight up reboot it.
Or in some cases, it was straight up reboot it. And they will repitch it and say, hey, since this is like one of the main topics that, are going on in the world today, it inspired me to do this. And a lot of Hollywood people will say, you know what? This is on the news today, and it will actually bring some attention to whatever this project is, movie, TV show, whatever. Let's do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
do
that'd be it. That is. Yeah,
Do it.
you're right.
Yeah.
You are right.
Yeah.
Now,
Again.
with that said,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
now, with that said, guys, I gotta bounce. Something just came up. But
Yeah.
overall, I
Fine.
just want to put my thoughts on SD Gundam Battle Alliance because that game is giving me SDGN deja vu more than you can imagine. Like it's blatant at this point.
You
Yeah.
mean
Yeah.
Super Deformed
Mm.
Gundam Oof?
If
What's
this
up?
game does turn out to be good, you
Mhm.
may expect something in your inbox.
Dog, not again, please. Please.
Wait,
You already
Hey,
did me
look.
good.
Look,
You already
all-
did me good with Super Robot Wars 30, bro. You don't need to spend more on me. Thank you, but no,
not if I
I'm
beat you
okay.
there first.
Don't
no, I'll
even
beat you
think
there
about
first.
it. Guys, I swear. Oh my god.
all I ask is
It
for
gives us a
my.
chance to play together for once.
All I
Oh
ask
yeah,
is for
no,
my
we'll do that. Trust me, we'll have plenty of times to do that when GBO2 hits PC, which is
Oh, yeah.
confirmed, by the way. It's coming. Like
Oh, yeah.
ESRB rated it and everything. There is no denying it. It's locked in. It's coming.
What's coming?
Kill me.
Gundam Battle Operation 2 on PC.
Oh man.
Kill me.
I just wonder about that.
As you
How are the
wish,
controls going to
General
be? Because in
Grist.
GBO, the turning is slowed down for more gameplay.
Oh yeah, they're gonna absolutely unlock that for PC, but at the same time not allow crossplay in any way whatsoever.
No, that would be
Kind
just the
of
death of the
people
game
don't
on
have
console.
cross-save.
Yes. Console gamers would get slaughtered if they did that. Have we learned? It's like, if they seriously did that, I would be like, have you learned nothing from Jedi Academy? Because that's what happened. Jedi Academy accidentally enabled crossplay between the Nintendo Switch version and the PC version. Console players got slaughtered. It was Order 66 on steroids.
I guarantee it was on.
It was the real
Amazing,
life,
then.
real life Jedi
People just
Academy.
immediately
Exactly.
shooting blasters.
Anakin
in
walked
searching
in
for
and-
spots, just like hit every single mobility weakness point on
Yes.
this Jedi immediately, and they flop to the ground.
I
dead.
guarantee you.
players-
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, like PC players were Bananakin Skywalker, and console players were the younglings.
I know you. Were
I guarantee you, like the people in the server rooms were holding out on the button and they're just staring at the managers, and the managers are staring back and just look at them and just saying, "Do it,
Exactly.
do
just,
it."
just to see how it
Execute
goes.
order.
If that was
66
intentional and they
Bananakin.
just had to lie and say it wasn't intentional just to get a laugh, that would be fucking hilarious.
Strike me
Execute
down.
order. Bananakin Skywalker.
Yeah, right?
Strike me
But
down.
But anyway, guys, I'll talk to you all later.
Yeah, take
Talk
it
to you
easy.
later. Take it easy, buddy.
Peace
It's
out.
good talking to you. And Wacky left the room.
He's
Yo,
a good
bruh.
one.
Oh, what's up, bro?
What up, bruh?
What up, bro? Bro 69, join us.
He's not working. He's going to try and fix it.
Bruh.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's
Turn
Mike.
again?
Yeah,
Oh, wait. He's turning on his camera.
Okay, that's a first.
Were you
Beautiful.
just flipping me off, you son of a beep.
What the heck is that controller?
it's
down
okay.
there?
I'm already probably demonetized on this video. It's okay. That's why I'm on Rumble. At least they monetize on Rumble.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Yeah.
That's why I'll actually try to see what I can do to play Rumble. For my thoughts on this entire game as basically being what it is, it's gonna have almost the similar situation to what the SAO franchise is currently going through its games, Alsatian Lyricals and Fatal Bullet.
Doesn't Fatal Bullet have a lot more things to go with, like the gunplay?
Yeah, it has more things to go with gunfire, but the main thing about like Fatal Bullet on Xbox, along with the other communities across other platforms, including Nintendo Switch and PlayStation, is that Fatal Bullet basically is somewhat dead. I'm currently in a Discord with someone who is trying to revive the Xbox like area around here, try and make it much more better, and I'm consistently telling the story of basically what happened with me trying to prevent someone literally gaining enough power to essentially use people from Microsoft in order to ban people off of Xbox Live if they got in their way, Nazi style.
Oh, okay, that took a left turn.
Yeah, I know it's a big turn from basically the idea of like a gaming community becoming that, but it all is true.
That just took a turn around the damn bridge.
Speaking of reviving communities, Sarek, I sent you that Facebook link a long time ago, right? For that,
Oh, yeah.
trying to revive Troy?
Yep.
Forgot. I did. Okay, good.
Yeah, you sent me that a long time ago. Yeah, there is a community, real quick, there is a community that is trying to revive Battle Operations Troy for the Xbox 360. And
Really? I thought they shut
yeah.
down those servers.
No, they're still up. Still up.
Huh.
They're still up. They're tied to the Xbox 360 servers, not to their own servers.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Similar to another game that I know that is still
finally.
operating its servers.
Oh wait, there's Bros.
There he
Really?
is. Welcome in.
Mummy.
Yo, I was gonna say I entered the server just because I was kind of lonely.
It's okay.
I'm lonely again.
You're about to be lonely again because we're all about to leave you. we're
Didn't
leaving on
have
this
to do my
podcast.
boy like that.
Yeah, we're leaving on this. Hey, you be the only host on this podcast, buddy.
I'll take what I
It's a
can
little unfortunate, though. It makes sense.
I'll
Would
make
like
my
to
own
talk
little
to you.
segment. You know what grinds my gears?
Oh, no.
I should not say that, or else.
By the way, for
No,
those
no.
for those
That-
who's
that's
watching,
Mom things in the background.
That's a perfectly
for
fine.
those who's watching, Bros69 is the one who is not only he was in the Gunpla or Gundam Breakers contest, but he also did the the Nether Gundam artwork.
Beautiful. Still
Beautiful.
a massive piece of art.
I have you know, CJ admires the Mona Lisa. He even has like the real picture of the Mona Lisa. He literally just knocked down that piece of artwork and put your Nether Gundam over it.
Yeah, if anybody wants to come check my trash before next Wednesday, that's when they pick it up. So
I have an idea, bro. You know what you need to do is draw the Mona Lisa, but put another gun on his face.
No, I have a better idea. Just to piss off Wacky, we just send him basically like Shin Asuka's face on the Mona Lisa instead.
Oh, I already did
No,
lots of wombos with Shin and Kira and fucking what they call it.
No, so
Wacky.
there is a storyboard in software that you could use, bro, and you can actually do your custom artwork. If I was you, make it where it's like a Star Wars scene where like Kenobi comes in and says hello there, and you see another Gundam turn around and say General Kenobi, and just like, you know, have his like his damn the windmill part like spread out like his arms and bring out extra beam sabers.
Listen, Nether Gundam ain't got shit on General Grievous. Listen here.
Man, you
So,
talk too much.
you have officially crossed the line on that one.
Denmark
General
ain't got
Kenobi.
shit on me.
This kind of reminds me, all the stuff you guys are just talking about, this kind of reminds me of a message I sent it to Wacky to anger him. It's basically heaven, but you got angels and like like God in the center, all that,
Mm-hmm.
and Jesus. I basically photoshopped like a bunch of Mary Sue's face. It's like those faces.
Oh
So
my
Kiri
god.
Temple as like one of the cherubs. Kira Yamano being God's chair.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Wait a minute. Wouldn't that make the Blessed Mother, Rey Skywalker?
Nope.
This was before.
Nope,
This was
before Star Wars. Got it.
Yeah. Well, we reached the end of our podcast. All right, boys. We're going to go ahead and be off the Call of Duty right now. It is 8:30 East. Actually, 8:30 Central. I mean. So we're going to go ahead and get off and end the podcast from there. It's a good podcast. I'm glad Wacky joined. I'm glad Ion, Sir Redrick,
I tapped my hat.
Kaizen, Bra69. Make sure give y'all credit for joining in. Great conversation, even though it got a little dark there.
I was just sitting quiet through it all.
I know, you're like,
I just wanted to talk about mobile suits, but here we are.
Yeah, I know.
It got dark real fast towards the end about raping and everything, but it's fine because
It's not fine.
It is not
hopefully we
fine.
can no. Hopefully we can actually have a conversation after this freedom, because I did want to show you basically what I was talking about last commentary.
You have to message me because I have to because I do got to do homework. So
Alright.
yeah, well I will stick to messaging.
Call it dogs,
Alright.
modern kill cams.
Yeah, the best
And
time.
we'll talk about Devilman Crybaby. Fuck.
Yeah, the best time to chat with me is usually before. After I have homework. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining in to the Gundam Space Engineers podcast. You guys are out there Call of Duty, and have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, everyone.
And as with Team, I would say, seek